right. Well, welcome back. Oh my god. What are we doing? Another one? Let's do all of them. Everything on the table right now. All of them.
All right. Well, here we are. Well, welcome back to another Wednesday whiskey review from your boys at the Buffalo Happy Hour. Today we have a very interesting product that was provided to us from a Patreon.
Did you smell this yet?
Yeah, kind of right out of the bottle.
Oh.
So, patron Mike Flipsky, thank you very much for providing us this bottle of whiskey. But before we dive into it, we need to thank our sponsor of today.
We do. Addie's.
Addie's what?
Fine. Wine and spirits.
Thank you, Addie's, for supporting today's episode. Obviously, they're more of a partnership than an actual sponsorship at this point. They've become our friends. It's a liquor store located in Williamsville, New York, that is father and son basically owned. They do everything that we would literally ever need from them. They have a fantastic selection of whiskeys, an even better selection of wines with an in-house wine sommelier that can direct you into whatever direction that you need for your whiskey or liquor needs, or wine needs for that matter.
Wine specifically too, which is really nice. We recently hosted Thanksgiving, asked Addie's for a recommendation on a wine. They came back with a great one called Atom, A-T-O-M, and like in chemistry, an atom, and it rocked everyone's world. They were very happy with it. My sister is also a wine drinker, but more on the sweet side, and she tried it and ended up having about 3 glasses. Nice. So that made me happy. So definitely check them out. You can also download their app, and they have an app that's great for both platforms, not just Apple, because I don't know why there's people like Derek that exist, but there's the Apple App Store, which is normal.
See, it even gets you 96%.
Confused. No, I was going to say Android at first, but then I got confused about what they actually call it, so then I just defaulted back to normalcy. So the App Store, just download Addie's app, and then you can start looking at their prices, ordering things, and then shipping it to you.
Link will be in the description.
Yes, and then they have the Android
Google Play Store.
Oh, yeah, where it's a playground for apps, because apparently that's what Android users do. So anyways, We'll talk about that later.
It's better.
So download the app and dive into their selection, because it's huge. So moving on, let's rate this thing. Label branding.
So before we get into it, we got some things to talk about, though, from this bottle.
I guess we can do some history and things.
So I don't want to open up that note, because it's going to be 4 years before I can scroll to the actual relevant information. But Westward is a distillery located in Oregon, and this particular expression, they have their whiskey and they age it in a stout barrel. So basically something that was previously used as a stout beer.
That's what it says. Are you good?
Yeah, kind of. Are you good?
No.
So they make their ale in-house. They do that entire aging or brewing process in-house, and then they age their whiskey in that beer barrel.
Interesting. There's a lot of people that don't like when people do that.
I know. I don't know why.
I like all things because I'm Irish. So
do you think it's more of a? Do you think it's more of a like the truest form whiskey people get aggravated dude, you're gonna add beer to this? Beer's its own thing.
I drink whiskey because I'm better than you, basically. But whatever. Listen, it's a spirit. There's alcohol in it. We drink it. We smile, and we sleep better after we've drank it. So that's all you really need to know.
There you go.
Everything is worth trying once. Pause. And it's great. You know, it's great. So I'm excited to try this. I haven't yet. Derek probably cheated and took a little swig. So we'll talk about it. But label branding, it's pretty straightforward.
I was trying to say that so it didn't look like Mike gave us a half-empty bottle, but that's fine.
Mike can do what he wants. Okay. He can also find the average of 2 numbers. So good on him.
He's ridiculously smarter than both of us.
It's annoying how smart he is. For those that don't know who this gentleman is, yes, he's a Patreon. However, he does calc mentally, like mental math, calc things.
Don't like that.
He teaches math. In that regards, we're not friends, but in this regard, we are friends. He's also a metalhead and a very, very polite, really nice guy.
Yeah.
And thank you again for your support of our show. For some odd reason, you thought that this was worth the investment, so God bless.
He's going to unsubscribe after this review.
Probably. And then drink with us on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is it. So we're excited to try this. Thank you for allowing us to try this. And once I told you we were going to rate it, you literally laughed and said, you really don't have to. Can you please just drink this? And I said, no. So here we are, brother.
Here we are.
So label branding, their label is fairly straightforward. They're not overcomplicating anything. It's mainly bottle opposed to mainly label.
It's very simple.
Yes.
And I don't like that, to be honest.
Chill, dude.
Well,
so
okay, you've seen different whiskey that are, you would consider basic, but like they would have a topographical map behind their actual label or something faded into the background as a watermark. This is just a red label that doesn't do anything for me.
The thing that bothers me about it is that it's a stout cask. Like, incorporate that into the label somehow. It should be, why is it red? It's a stout. Stouts are dark.
Yeah.
You don't need, like, simple thing. I don't know. They do have a cork.
I do like their logo. Their logo is pretty simple. I don't know 100% what's going on with the arrow going through it. But
Well, it's the Oregon Trail, so just kidding. Really bad joke.
Jesus Christ. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
They don't have their story on their back on the back of this. It's just not really. Oh, they do have it on the front though.
What's your story?
Celebration of Oregon. Yeah, it's on the back. Tattooed. The celebration of Oregon's legendary brewing culture, made from scratch from Pacific Northwest barley, fermented ale yeast for outstanding flavor, double pot distilled for exceptional character, matured in New American oak barrels, and finished in Oregon stout casks.
All right, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, chill.
But I would like a little more detail on this label. Nothing, we'll put it this way. If I saw this on the shelf, nothing would jump out to this for me to be like, I need to buy this.
I'm going to go, the only saving grace this thing has is its cork.
Yeah. So B? Straight B? This is actually a real cork, too. That stinks.
B-.
Because I like how good, oh no, this is composite? No, this is real.
B-. Nose?
I don't know what this is.
Let's smell her. It's actually a complex nose. There's a lot happening on this. You do get, there's like levels to it, so let's dive into it. I'm getting a little ethanol.
Dude, this is straight beer on the nose. This is a thick boy stout.
And I'm getting a little chocolate.
This is a thick boy stout on the nose.
I'm going to go B.
I'll go B too. What else are you getting though? There's like this oddly sweet sour note to it. Is that just like the stout smell?
I thought you were going to be like crispy crunchy. It might be.
I don't remember
it might
the last
be the
time
barrel.
I've had a stout though.
Ours?
True.
Last time I had a stout, it was oil.
Thick frequencies.
Yeah, Breyer Brothers coming
yeah.
in clutch. Free shout-outs for the boys.
Yeah, it's like this weird kind of like sweet, sour, spicy note that I can't really pick up.
Same. You know what?
It's got to be like mash. Like that's just really it. Like the mash that's just sitting in there too long.
I'm going to drink it.
Well, hold on. We're on the nose.
No.
Are you new here?
I need to drink it.
All right. Initial taste. From like...
I need to drink this because I need to figure out the nose. That is not what I was expecting. I am not happy. No. What did they do? It tastes like the aftertaste of beer.
Which makes sense. Do you like... I know that you're not a beer person, but where would you rank stouts?
I don't like
Where would you rank stouts on your beer list?
High? Higher than sours.
Would you like stouts more?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm Irish. Guinness is a stout.
Yeeks.
Grew up drinking Guinness. I was born into Guinness. I was molded by it. I don't like this.
I don't like this.
The nose is better than the taste. I'm going D, Derek. D for Derek. What do you... I mean, honestly, I'm going to go, like, D.
I'm going to go even lower than that.
No way. This is better than the pickle thing.
That is very true. All right, let's go D. That's a fair argument. I'll concede to that one. Okay, so tell people what you're tasting.
Why, like Tennessee for women's voting rights?
Jesus Christ. So why don't you like this? Tell the people why you don't like this.
I just don't like this, Derek. And here's
cheers, everyone.
Here's why. Hold on. You ready? This is it. This is what happens when you drink this. Your face moves. It's and then it's got like a rubbery bounce to it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It enters your mouth and you're expecting a great taste because of the nose, and then you swallow it and then the flavors hit your mouth and you're like, what happened? It's like something went wrong in the barrel. There's like wood sugar, but then there's hops, and then there's whiskey ethanol and a little bit of heat and baking spice, but then it's backed up by a old, stale, warm stout beer that just creeps in, and then it's like they didn't clean their equipment well enough when they brewed the beer. So then it's you know when you're done,
he's
and
throwing down right now.
You drop the beer into the fermenter and then you leave it for 2 weeks, but then you go back to whatever the piece of equipment was before, which I should know because we've literally worked with 40 brewers, and then all the grain is just in that giant tank, and then you got to clean it, and then some guys use bags, other guys don't use bags, right? And then that's what it tastes like. It's like if you were to eat it, and all the brewers get like real excited about, oh, you got to eat the grain. Just go ahead, take a little sample. That's what it tastes like. This is not good to me. I'm not a fan. That's what it tastes like, Derek. Ending note, there really isn't any, except it's kind of like sweet.
So hold on, let's still talk about the initial taste for a second. If you like stouts, you might like this.
I like stouts. I don't like this. Call me an anomaly.
I don't really like stouts. So here's the thing. When you're talking about single malts, we talked about this during our Thursday episode that released a couple weeks ago. Whiskey is made up of flavoring grains. The two primary flavoring grains are wheat and they are rye. When you're talking about a single malt that is mostly made with malted barley, which is not a flavoring grain, which is why your scotches and your Irish whiskeys and a lot of those products take a lot of the taste from their barrel and their environment, which is why scotches are primarily very peaty and sweet, and that is why Speyside scotches are very fruity and sweet, because they take the flavors of everything that they are in. When you get to this product, it is taking primarily the flavors of that stout cask, which to me is very off-putting in my whiskey.
I don't like this.
If they have a product that is not a single malt and they have a bourbon aged in stout casks, I would be more interested in trying that, because then the flavoring grains might overpower some of that stout cask. Like I know Clonakilty did a few brewery collaborations, and their products are fantastic because their mash bill is not straight malted barley, I don't believe. This is just too much for me.
I can't do it. Ending note, there is none.
I mean, there is one. It's just not good.
No. It's mildew. I'm just kidding. I don't like this. Where are the lemons?
It's skunky.
Yes, it's very skunky.
That's the word that I was looking for. It tastes... Honestly, I'm a big Green Bottled beer fan. And, sorry, I was playing footsie with you. JK, not sorry.
Do it again.
Green Bottled beer, in my opinion, tastes better. Green bottles matter. So when I drink Green Bottle, you get that very pronounced skunky note. That's what I'm picking up in this whiskey, is that skunky, old mash bill, mildewy, moldy type of product that has that skunky note to it. That's all that is overpowering my mouth right now. So ending note, what are you going to go?
D.
D? Okay. So we got BBDD, EBDBB&B.
Final rating. Let's wrap this up.
All right.
Ugh. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1.
72. 72.5.
Wow, we were pretty close with that one.
Pause.
All right. So, with our partnership with Addie's, they allow us to let our fans and our listeners get 10% off of a product that we review. Now, Tyler over at Addie's is nice enough to extend that offer to other products if we do not find the product that we were reviewing to be any good, which this is not. So Mike and I would not feel comfortable giving you guys a 10% discount on this product because we did not enjoy it. So, with that being said, Michael, look at the listing that we have here. What would you recommend that we give people for their 10% discount for the week?
For the week?
Yeah. Would you want to do maybe Clonakilty Port? It's similar in some aspects. It is a secondary finished product. So I think that this might be somewhat of a compromise.
I really like that list, though. I want the whole list in my basement.
Correct.
Sure. We'll go with that one, Derek.
Sure.
Let's do all the things that you want to do.
Damn right. All right. So if you go to the Addie's Wine and Spirits app on either your Android phone or your Apple phone, and you enter code BHH at checkout for Clonakilty Port Finished Whiskey, you can receive 10% discount for the next week until our next Wednesday whiskey review. So if you are interested in that, please download their app, enter BHH at checkout, and then you will be good to go.
Love it. Make sure if you have a droid to go to the playground or whatever it is to download an app.
And if you go to the apps, you ask the Uyghurs for help. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. We will continue this discussion during our weekly episodes. So if you are interested in that, hop over to the weekly episodes that we regularly record on every Monday. And join us over there. If you are going to pick this up for some godforsaken reason, God bless you. If you're going to pick up any of the other whiskeys that we reviewed, please remember to drink responsibly, be a good person, and Michael,
do not litter.
We're switching whiskeys.